When Chris Toledo dreams about his perfect house, he does not contain his imagination. His ideal mansion is an example of early 20th century revival architecture with at least 12 bedrooms. But for now, Toledo, born and raised in Los Angeles, lives in a rented 2-bedroom and single-handedly builds his perfect home in miniature. Toledo has been working on this house for the past 2 years.
Here in California, it's Spanish style is very common. It's very especially in the 1920s. It was, you can't go anywhere in Los Angeles without seeing Spanish style houses. So it's a mixture of like real and then a little bit of like my own dream aspects added to it.
It's quite hard to get inside one of these real mansions, but Toledo found a way around it.
I would go on real estate websites and look at houses that are for sale, that are the same style, the same age period, and I would just look and see all the original details. And what I came across was most of the houses that I used for inspiration, they were probably about $2 to $10 million.
The frame of this house is made of wood, then covered with plaster. It doesn't have running water. Toledo was afraid it would ruin the construction. Still, floors are covered with real tiles, about 6,000 tiny pieces that the designer painted by hand. The miniature lights are all handmade. Dishes and furniture were purchased at auctions and redone to fit into the intricate design.
Some of the pieces I've made, this is actually one of my pieces that I've made. It was just kind of just an experiment of like playing around with different little techniques.
Artistic molding, frescoes, hand-painted tiles, the miniature mansion is glorifying not just the Spanish, but the Mediterranean interior style. The details are intricate, from the mini cushions that rest on bright couches to the walls adorned with antique oil paintings.
I just researched that. Actually, when I was looking at different Spanish-style listings and houses, I actually found this one book that's all about different historic Spanish homes. And that painting was inside one of the houses, and I loved it. So I just took it off from the photo, photoshopped it, printed it out in small, and then stuck in a little frame.
No detail is too small. The sinks are a little rusty, and grand chandeliers are covered with tiny spider webs and a little dust. He says one potential buyer has already offered to purchase the creation for $80,000. Toledo says that's how much he needs to put a down payment on his own home. One not as magnificent, but real. For Angelina Bagdasaryan in Los Angeles, Anna Rice, VOA News.